to listen to it. Yeah.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Eddy Live Show, episode number 148 with Boney Kross. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Boney Lee Kross, brother. Yes, one of my favorite musicians in town, bro. I appreciate you coming out, man. You just getting back into town, right?
Yes, I did. Yes,
So tell me about it. Tell me about the trip.
I mean, it had been a while since I went back home. You know what happened, COVID and all that.
Yeah.
So 2 years without stepping back to the motherland.
Yeah.
So I decided to go back in July. Actually, I left on June 30th.
Okay.
I was supposed to be there for a month, but because of we gotta come back here and quarantine.
Yeah.
So it took me only 3 weeks. But it was a blast. I liked it. I loved it.
Right now, quarantine is three plus
It's three-
4?
three
What
plus
is
4,
that?
yes.
What does that mean for people that don't?
Well,
is it still 7 days at home? Or
My
what is that?
experience was I came back last Saturday,
Okay.
and I spent 3 days at home
Yeah.
and tested. On the third day, I had to test,
Okay.
and I was negative.
Okay.
So the next day, I tested again before I stepped out. So 3 days at home. Then, if you test twice in the negative,
Yep.
then you can go out. But still, the restrictions. You don't go to public places. You don't go to crowded places. You don't eat outside.
Yep.
But you can do some shopping. Just move around. So
Okay.
that's what it is right now. Yeah. It's pretty relaxed, so it's pretty good.
Okay, beautiful, man.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're happy? That was the
I
first trip
am.
back? First trip back home?
Yeah, it was, but I did a lot in it.
So why don't you tell me what you guys did and
Well,
where first what's the city? Or
Kampala.
Kampala. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I went
okay.
to Uganda, Kampala, and
Uganda, Kampala. Okay.
I mean, it is developed.
Okay.
A lot of things have happened. The city's getting cleaner and cleaner.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
A lot of developments going on. Most importantly, I met with my family. I constructed a house.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In 3
so-
weeks? Beautiful. Okay,
No, not
okay,
in
okay.
3 weeks.
Okay. I was like, damn,
No,
that's
no.
quick. Okay.
So I had a house going on during COVID.
Okay.
And by the time COVID was done, it was built. So I had to go back home, do a Thanksgiving. I did a Thanksgiving, had a party, invited friends over. We had a good time. And right now as I speak, I do not rent
You're good.
anymore.
Okay.
I have my own house, so that was a really good achievement for
Wow,
me
that's
and
amazing.
my family.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And your family's there?
Exactly.
Yeah? Okay.
Connected with my children, we had a good time. They were really happy to see me. But also, I was talking to somebody today, it wasn't like we've missed each other so much. Physically, yes, physical presence, but because thanks to, social media and, advancement in communication, we've been talking, I do their homework online, anytime they'll call me, even if I'm at work.
Really?
They can call me.
Okay.
Yes,
Nice,
yes.
nice.
That's one thing one thing I told my coworkers and my boss is hey, listen, when my family calls especially my kids,
Yeah.
they are my kids.
That's important.
Yeah.
Most
So
important,
I
yeah.
gotta talk to them.
Sure.
So it's been good actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I did that. I toured around.
Did you get to play out there, or were you
Yes,
just
I
kind
did.
of for fun?
I did some jam. I met with some of the leading bands in the country.
Okay.
And they got me on stage. I jammed with them.
Okay.
But most importantly, connecting with people. Because
Okay.
it had been a long time. I lost a few family members. I had to go pay my last respects. At
Sure.
the graveyard.
Okay. Of course. Yeah.
But also, I toured the country.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to some national parks, checked out some animals,
Nice.
Because,
nice.
my country, Uganda is gifted by nature. It's a slogan.
Okay.
It's an official slogan, gifted by nature.
Gifted by nature. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
We are the only country that have the gorillas,
Oh, really?
Yeah, gorilla
Oh,
tracking.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
It's done in my country.
That's in Uganda. Okay.
Yeah, we have
okay.
the source of the longest river in the whole world.
Okay.
River
okay.
Nile.
The River Nile's
Yeah,
Uganda. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
That's Uganda
That's a big.
too.
Okay. Nice.
A lot of things, and I had to tour around, go to national parks, check out all this nature, and I enjoyed it.
That sounds beautiful.
I did
man.
enjoy it. Yes,
and,
sir.
And how long was it before since you went last time? You said it's quite a while.
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah, I was
okay,
last
okay,
there
okay.
2020.
Okay, and
Yeah,
things changed a lot.
Things changed
Yeah?
a lot. Yeah.
How was COVID for Uganda? Like we know different countries had it sort of differently.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, for Uganda, it was really funny because I left when the rumors are starting, like, oh, there's this disease, that's going on.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it. So when I stepped here, 2020, I think it was January 31st.
Okay.
They locked down the country.
Actually,
the
whole
country.
World, okay.
Except from Taiwan, because Taiwan was open,
right?
The
whole world was locked down.
So they locked down the country, and I mean, it was terrible for them because it took 2 years.
That's such
The president kind of freaked out.
Yeah, of course.
He's an old guy,
yeah.
80 years plus, and he's like, okay, we locked down everything, education, business, government institutions, everything was locked down.
Okay.
And it took a year. And then after that, they kind of opened up, but then there was a wave, and after the wave, they had to, lock down again.
Okay.
So education, like there was no school for 2 years.
That's was it online or just nothing?
No, nothing. I mean, those who could afford online could do it.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
that's
like public
tough.
schools could not do that. So they relied on distributing like materials, like not soft copies, hard copies of materials.
Okay.
And they did that, but I mean, and distributing radios. Kids are learning through radios because internet access is still a challenge to some areas. Like being a third world country.
Of course, yeah, I understand 100%.
Yeah, and
I think even here we had like other countries where they're like, okay, we're switching to online tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I mean, even people that has a computer, like they don't know how to do it. Mostly, I think the average person doesn't know how to go and set up mics and set up the camera and set up all that stuff, right?
I mean, you're right. Because even here, some parents had, some of my students here, the parents had iPads or little tablets.
Yeah.
Which were not that compatible or were not supporting, internet. And I mean, because we're using some like platforms like Zoom and Google Meet. Okay. And some of them are heavy, sharing like content.
Yeah.
And some of these devices cannot support that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy. But I mean, same at home. It wasn't that easy for everybody to access it. But
so 2 years off of school was actually 2 years off of school.
Yeah, transportation too. There was a restriction on how many people, like public buses, how many people they could ferry around, and that kind of affected the income and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, so it was quite bad actually. Yeah.
And it's also I think tough for for example, like in Mexico, I know that it's a country that also they can't afford to just pay everyone's salary or whatever, right? Like I know in Canada and the States, it was maybe even Europe, it was even like, you got sent home, but everyone's getting their salary, so no problem, right?
Yeah, right. Like obviously, not what do they call that? This is what they call relief. No, there's something they call it. The money they give out to the locals.
Yeah. Like some kind of
some people never got it.
What's the word? Stimulus package or whatever.
Stimulus, exactly.
Yeah.
And there was no backup as well. Like some people they had these little businesses.
Yeah.
And they just died out.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Even here, I know a lot of businesses that went out, and we only really closed for. I mean, I say only. It was also rough for us.
But
3 or 4 months.
At
least three.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. It felt like a year, but it definitely wasn't a year. Yeah.
Right.
As soon as we were able to open again, it was kind of like it was weird.
It was
to takeaway only. It's like another business. It's a completely different business. So it was pretty crazy.
Yes,
crazy.
That's what happened in Uganda, But I mean, I'm just thankful that when I came back, because if I was there during the lockdown, there's no way I would have come back here. It was not going to happen. Because there was a confusion as well.
Okay.
Because they thought Taiwan was China.
Well, that's everywhere. Everywhere thinks that.
And they thought they were like, because there was an advisory on students, because a lot of students go to China to study.
Oh, really?
From Uganda.
Okay.
And there's an advisory for students not to go. And
don't go to China.
They're like, don't go. I'm like, I'm not going to China. I'm going to Taiwan.
Yeah.
And they're like, but it says China. I'm like, it's the
same thing.
Republic of China. It's not United Taiwan. So it was kind of like a scuffle right there, trying to convince them that I'm going to a different place. Okay. And that's how I survived not being locked down the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So originally, what brought you here originally? And how long ago was that?
All right.
know,
So
yeah,
there
yeah.
was
Let's
like 5 years ago. I came here for a talent exchange program.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, and I did that, and you know, like I came here, I checked out the place, scouted around. I had the option to stick around and you know settle down here, and
Yeah.
I actually did it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I wasn't convinced, but
Did you come alone, or was there a group of you guys that
no,
came
it was only
together?
me. I came
Just
alone.
you. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I came alone, and I came a couple of times actually. I came like
Okay.
4 times here.
Okay.
I came in and out like that, until I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna go to Taiwan and start a new life there.
Beautiful.
So I started
love
a
it.
new life here. Yes.
Great place to do it. Yeah.
It is, yes,
Yeah.
it is, yeah. I liked it because, I mean, there are not even that many Ugandans around here, so most of them
Okay,
are
yeah.
students.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
we're
yeah.
like 25.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Wow.
in the whole-
25.
yeah, only
Okay.
25, yeah,
Okay.
so,
wow. Nice. Okay.
I just liked it for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. You can kind of start your own thing. You're doing your own thing, right? Something
Exactly,
different,
yeah, it's
right?
fresh, you know,
You're
like-
something. You're
yeah.
and also you're like exotic. You're something different, right?
Exactly,
Like
yeah. You have all those advantages. you
Yeah.
know, on you, like, whatever you start something. And it's so funny, like, even because I have a band, right?
Yes.
And we do music and do like some of the music we do is like old music, but people think it's like new music that
It's
we
new,
wrote.
yeah.
Because it's not something they're used to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is a cover we're doing right now. And
Yeah.
you see, like, we enjoy those privileges. And
Yeah. They think that you guys.
advantages.
Sometimes a buddy of mine is a musician as well. Robert Jacoboni, Italian Canadian.
I know him pretty
And
well. Yeah.
sometimes we go out and we watch him play.
Yeah.
And he'll do like even like huge songs like Smoke on the Water, you know.
Right, yeah.
And then my wife, when we hear Smoke on the Water on some Hollywood movie or something, she'll be like, "Wow, Robert got his song onto the
All
movie."
right.
I'm like, "That's not Robert's
No,
song."
yeah,
It's
he
just
just
like,
covered
it's
it.
so funny. It's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. I love
That's
that.
how it works, yeah.
That's
but,
funny. I love that, brother.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, tell me a little bit about the food. Should be on the way, but we've actually
All right.
got these ground sort of. They're not peanuts. They're ground nuts.
Yep.
You're saying.
Yep.
So these are from Uganda, from
Uganda,
from where
Africa,
you're at.
yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so
While I stuff my face with them. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
these are nuts as well, right? But they're called groundnuts. Now I was a bit confused because when I talked to my American friend, I'm like, "Hey, I brought in some groundnuts." He's like, "Do you mean peanuts?" I'm like, "I don't think they're peanuts."
Yeah,
So these ones are red. Like when these are roasted. Right? What you're eating right now is roasted.
that's fantastic. Too.
Because I mean, like my sister has been doing this business for a while in the UK.
Okay.
And she gets this sold there, and it's quite a kill for her. You know,
Okay.
like people love them.
Okay, they're
so
really good.
she gave me an idea, like, why don't you take some of this food to Taiwan, see
Yep.
if they'll like it.
Yep.
And then you don't have to sell a lot. Just try sample around, see if people love it, and then
Yep.
you know you could maybe start up a business or something like that. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna do that.
100%.
So this came from my farm actually.
from your. Yeah, you were mentioning it's your own farm.
Yes.
Your family's farm.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
not my family's farm. My
Your farm.
My farm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Beautiful.
I have like.
So tell me about you having a farm. That's
I have
amazing.
I have 2.5 acres of land.
Okay. And you're growing these nuts.
I grow rice. I grow nuts.
Okay.
I want to start cassava pretty soon,
Okay.
and I want to do some rearing. You know, like get some
So good.
animals in there. You know,
Okay,
cows and
okay.
pigs.
That's good
It's
for the
just-
farmland,
It
right?
is,
It-
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I'm just looking at the management part of it. Like, if you're not there, who's gonna do it pretty well for you?
Okay.
But I managed to get the nuts going on, the ground nuts.
Okay.
And by the time it's so like coincidental, but that when I got there, they were just harvested.
Okay.
So I was given a bag of nuts. I'm like, hey, take
That's
this home,
awesome.
see what happens. I give out some. Then I was like, I'm gonna roast like 15 kilograms.
Okay,
And just
okay.
take that to Taiwan.
Take it with you.
And that's what happened. Yeah. So
Okay.
and they came out pretty well because it was a rainy season. The weather was pretty good.
Okay.
And yeah, the harvest was pretty awesome.
So you bought land and it had like a nut farm on it, or you?
Oh, no, I planted
you
the nuts.
planted everything?
Yeah, everything was fine. The land was
Okay.
ragged. There was nothing on
Okay,
it.
okay,
So I had
okay.
to like have it tilled and cultivated.
Okay.
And after
okay.
that, I did some planting, nuts and
Unbelievable.
rice. Because the other part of the land is a swamp.
Okay.
So
okay.
the only thing that can grow in it is rice. So I was like, I'll have rice at the side and I'll have nuts on the upper side.
So what is it the plan to sell locally or to what's that's really Interesting. That's
For
really
my-
a cool
for
thing
my
for your
case?
for your farm. Yeah.
All right, for my farm is more like keeping
Ideal
the land.
situation. What's happening with your farm?
Yeah, in future I'm gonna turn it into a commercial thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but
Okay.
for now it's more like let me keep the land busy and let me
Sure.
try my hand at farming. 'Cause
Okay.
it's my first experience.
Can you? Would you be able to sell them locally?
Definitely,
Yeah, for
I
sure,
would.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
I would. Yeah, but although a lot of people are doing it. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go
it
ahead.
would be-
Yeah, it's okay. Let's move the drinks out of the way.
All right.
here,
Okay.
here.
No worries. I'll do that. Okay.
So I
no.
don't wanna cut
move
you
this
off,
too?
ma'am.
Oh, no
Keep
worries.
going, yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
sure.
The wings
Thank
are here.
you.
All right. All right. All right.
Got them.
Perfect. But keep going. Keep going. Tell me
Yeah,
about the
so-
ideal situation for the land.
Yeah. So commercial farming, for now it's more like a hobby, like
There's the
plant
wings,
stuff,
yeah.
give it out, try to sell not for profit, but just
Okay.
like, okay, how does this taste? How is it? Is it good? What do you think? Should
Yeah.
I do more to the land? Because the land, I mean, it's basically me trying to get my hand at farming and see
Okay.
how it
Sure.
goes.
Sure. Sure.
So that's basically
It's
the
really
whole thing.
cool, man.
It is.
But let's grab our first wing now. They just showed up.
All right,
So we're
all
going
right.
from this way. I remember you're pretty good with spice.
Yeah, right.
So just get in on that. So we go from this way. You can go the drum or you can go the wing.
I'll go with
whatever
the
you
drum.
like, whatever you want. That's where the
I'm a
meats
drummer,
are.
I told you.
You're drum
So
guy.
wait,
I
let me
remember you're
start
the
from
drum
this
guy.
side
Yeah,
or the other
that
side?
side. That side. Yeah.
This side.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
get in on that.
Okay.
Got a plate right there for you.
Sure.
And while you jump into that.
Yeah, so that's it with
yeah.
the farm. I hope you
Okay.
like the groundnuts, though.
You know what? Actually, when I saw your post, I let you eat, and I'll explain. When I saw your
Yeah.
post, when you see a picture, you can't really judge. So I thought, oh, there were peanuts, right?
Yeah.
But they're actually quite small, and the flavor is actually quite a bit nicer than a peanut. Actually,
is.
yeah,
It definitely
it's very
is,
nice,
yes.
and I
Yes.
think nuts are pretty healthy usually, right?
Protein?
So protein, right? And I think, I mean, I bought a few kilos. I'll be giving out some to customers
Nice.
and stuff.
That'd be
I'll
great.
definitely be taking some home.
Yeah, you
because
should. You
I'm
should.
gonna eat a lot of these. Yeah, these are beautiful.
They're pretty addictive.
Yeah, they
With,
are. I'm sitting here eating them the whole time. Yeah.
Back home, either
Yeah.
they will have them with tea
Okay.
as a snack,
Okay.
or they might be grounded, like they grind
Give me
them.
one. Yeah.
And when they grind them, they make paste out of them.
Okay.
Like peanut paste or groundnut paste or something like that.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Keep going. Yeah.
that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, and
They're really good, man.
they're pretty pricey as well because it's not easy growing them.
Okay.
They need fertile soil.
Okay.
And they need till the land properly, get the fertilizers going on.
So for those of us that know zero
Uh-huh.
about farming,
Yeah.
I mean, what's the process of growing a nut?
All right. So
Like, is it a tree? Is it like a plant? I have no.
it's a plant. So
Actually,
the
I have
thing
no
is,
idea.
You
Yeah.
got the seeds, right?
Uh huh.
And the particular seeds that are used. Not every kind of seed.
Okay.
So you get the seeds, you dry them. Mm-hmm. They have to be dried pretty well. They are stored in what we call a granary.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, and then
I've seen those in.
exactly, it's like a store for seeds.
Okay.
Then you
okay.
have to. There's a lot of processes just to make sure they're not affected by insects or pests.
Yeah,
and all
that would be a huge one. Yeah.
Exactly. And then after that, you grow them, and when you grow them, what happens is like you have to weed all the time, because they're really attacked by weeds. They're low-growing plants.
Low growing plant.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
okay.
low-growing plants.
Okay.
So you have to make sure they're not attacked by, pests. And also, when I talk about pests,
They're
I
easy
mean
target for
animals
pests
as
and
well.
animals,
Because
okay.
you got monkeys. Monkeys love groundnuts.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh man, like where I am, like my farm has a lot of monkeys around.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
they come, pick them up and all that. Even chickens, like and all that.
That
yeah.
makes sense because they're
Yeah,
small enough to kind of just
exactly,
peck at, right?
So you have to be
Okay.
you have to protect them. You have to
Okay.
take good care of them, and you have to wash them all the time.
Okay.
Spray them if you want like a good harvest.
Okay. Okay.
And after that, they don't take long to grow. Actually, in
Really?
4 months.
Hey.
4 months you got the nuts, like
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
4 to
Okay.
6.
So every 4 to 6 months
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
harvesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you're lucky, you get a real bunch. Now the thing is, when they grow, they still grow in the pods.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
peanuts,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay,
they
okay.
grow in the pods, and then
And then you
when
gotta open the pods
Yeah,
and
gotta open the
scoop 'em up.
pods, pop them up. When you pop them, you got them in a red color. Now, the brighter the color, the healthier they are.
Okay.
Yeah, so the bright red color means that they're healthy enough.
Very healthy.
So,
Okay.
So like
okay.
these are really good.
These are great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's
And then
what you
these
see
are you take them,
Uh-huh.
the raw nut, and then you roast them,
Exactly.
and then you can ship them or you can do whatever you want with them.
You roast them. You can also steam them.
Do you salt or anything?
Yeah,
or just
there's a little bit of salt. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
think you've tasted that.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
also like you might keep them in the pods
Okay.
and just
Okay.
steam them.
Ooh, that sounds good too. Yeah.
and they're pretty good as well, like the steamed ones. And just when you pop it, they're like soft with.
Beautiful.
They put salt in it, and the salt gets into the pods.
Okay,
And then you
beautiful.
have the nuts, like having that salty flavor
Uh-huh.
with a little bit of wetness.
Okay.
It's
That
pretty
sounds
good.
great. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, sounds great.
Okay. Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, so that's it with the farm, man. It's
I love it.
it's pretty
love
good.
it.
Yeah,
And you were saying that you got your house set up, you got your
Yeah.
farm set up.
yeah.
Right on, man. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Trying
beautiful.
to have things done, you know.
So when someday eventually the plan is maybe go back.
Probably
when it
or
retires,
also
sort of,
just get
you
into
know?
real estate and just have all
Okay.
these houses.
That's
you know,
nice. That sounds good.
rented out or even sold. Yeah, so that might be the ultimate plan, actually.
Well, real estate is always good, right? The
Real
one
estate
thing they're
is
not
the way
making.
to go,
Yeah.
especially for some regions like where I am right now.
Yeah.
In my country, it isn't that supportive to entrepreneurship
Okay.
and small businesses. So
Gotcha.
better is ownership when you have
Okay.
things you can own property, and you can be able to sell this and get money out of it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so. Yeah, because for business it's a bit challenging. It works. I mean, business works, but it's a bit challenging.
Yeah.
So it's better to like get ownership of different stuff. You know.
Well, they say land is the only thing they're not making more of, right? So
Exactly.
it's a good thing to have. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
beautiful.
I'm into. Yeah,
Beautiful,
That's why
man.
you see them getting land here, land there, land there, land there.
love it.
Yeah. So and like you said, in future,
Yeah.
thinking about retirement. You know.
Yeah,
like,
why not,
you
right?
got-
Yeah,
got
everyone's
this
going to
back.
retire eventually, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I got two little videos I'm going to pull up. You can kind of tell me what's going on.
All
right?
right.
That'll be
Let's
good,
do
yeah.
this. Let's
There
check
you
them
go.
out. Oh wow. Oh,
So
wow.
what's happening here, man?
All right, so here, this is called the Kazinga Channel. It's this is a national park. It's called Queen Elizabeth
It's a short one.
National
I'll do
yeah,
it
it's a
again.
really
I'll do
short.
it
We can
again.
just
I'll do
pause it or something.
It's all right. Here we go.
Yeah, so it's Queen Elizabeth National Park.
Okay.
I went there for a tour, check out the animals and all that. And it's one of the largest park in the country.
Okay.
And these animals, these elephants, now where the region where they are is there are two rivers,
Okay.
Lake Edward and Lake George.
Okay.
And these two rivers are connected by a channel called the Kazinga Channel.
Okay.
And where we were was the channel. We were in
Okay.
a boat. And at the Kazinga Channel has a bank. You saw the
Okay.
bank. It's shore. It's a bank. It's a shore. I think it's a shore actually.
Okay.
And there are a lot of animals that live together there. So it's so funny, like, and so amazing. You got different kinds of animals living together.
That's
you got
amazing.
the elephants, the crocodiles.
Living together,
Yeah, the
like in
hippos,
harmony, just
yeah,
kind
in
of-
harmony.
okay,
Yes,
wow.
no animals attacking any other. You know, so they're all living together there,
Okay.
and just having a good time. So I took a video of those two elephants, which were male and female.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
when I was going through, I think that was one of the closest.
one more
But I gotta tell you something else. Where I stayed, my house,
Uh-huh.
there were elephants moving around at night. They started meeting at the feet. That's the most
Yeah,
amazing
wow.
thing you've ever said.
Wow. Okay.
There was a lion that came
Really?
at the back door, yeah, and it just roared there, and I just heard it like.
To your house?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, but they never enter. They never like attack.
Okay.
But they just roam around at midnight and then they leave. So.
So he's hunting at night, kind of, maybe, or
Yes,
just kind of. Okay.
hunting and feeding.
Oh,
Yeah, you could say
okay.
that, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
because when you wake up in the morning, you find elephant dung all over the place.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Wild pigs, hippos. There's a hippo that came through actually, and you could hear the steps, like heavy steps.
Big steps.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Okay.
3 a.m. in the night, like
Boom. Boom.
dude. And I was like, damn. And I was trying to.
Is that
like,
normal or is it kind of scary?
It is.
or
It's not scary at all.
Okay,
It's
oh, really?
normal. Yeah,
Okay, it's normal. Okay.
Because these are hostels, but
Okay.
you see that animals move around.
Okay.
If there are no people. So the
Okay.
question, like, you don't have to be outside at that time of the night. Yeah,
That's
that'll
true.
be dangerous. Right?
Yeah.
But it's quite normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. Let's
Yeah.
pop the other video up real quick. They're little short clips.
All right, there we
yeah?
go. Yeah. So the wild pigs and the buffaloes. So that buffalo right there. Now those are outcast buffaloes. They've been banished from the.
Let me get them on one more time.
So
here.
the ones you see at the shore.
Well, it's not popping up again. I'll pop it up in a
All
second.
right.
Okay.
So the buffaloes you see at the shore are the buffaloes that have been banished from the herd, the youthful herd.
Okay.
So they come here to relax and maybe die later.
Really?
There. Yeah.
Okay,
So there are a couple of them. I had other videos.
So they're
but
kind of kicked out of the
exactly,
kicked out of the club.
Yeah, because they don't feed anymore.
Okay.
So since they don't feed anymore, they all come here and they're just relaxing and just eating off the little grass that's around there, and that's what they're doing.
That's
yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very wow.
Yeah, and you can also look at the look on their faces is a look of shame and disappointment.
So they might have done something to get them thrown out of the.
No, they just they can't keep
old.
up anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they're like, you don't fit here anymore, and it's a fight. They just don't go. Like the way they kicked out is basically they lose the war,
Okay.
Because they fight with the other young herd and they just get kicked out.
Okay.
So the look of shame, depressed,
that's
disappointed.
That's sad. I mean, everyone gets old and they get thrown out, right?
Definitely, yeah. So that's what happens with that herd right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was pretty awesome. Then the wild pigs, those are just like, grazing, moving around.
Yeah. Okay.
Having a good time. And it's so funny because I asked about the population. Cause you know that this is one of the parks where people live with the animals.
People live with the animals.
Yeah, but the animals know the boundary.
Okay.
So there's a boundary between animals and the local population.
Okay.
So I asked questions like, so what happens, because they say wild pig meat is good.
Okay.
So I asked whether people died on wild pig.
Okay.
And it doesn't happen.
Oh, really?
No, they don't do it because they got fish.
Oh.
Yeah, most of the people there are fishermen.
Okay,
and
so they eat the fish, they don't eat the pig.
No, they don't. But poachers, there's some elements like poachers who come and poach on the animals, but that's highly prohibited.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
So it's not allowed because yeah. So you got mostly fishermen. So the wildlife is safe,
It's safe. It's kind of free roaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was concerned. I was walking down to get food, and we had the game rangers had the little shelters.
Yeah.
And wild pigs come out at 5 p.m. just grazing there,
really?
there,
okay.
there. Yeah. And not even running where they're used to the people. Those are mongoose. I don't know if I sent you a mongoose video.
Those are the two videos that I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those are pictures, actually. Those are mongoose, and it was moving around. And then he caught a snake. I was watching it. I was like,
really?
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Wow,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's
it's just
man.
really good to be close to nature.
That's really cool. I think that it's like a sacred place, man, because all the animals and stuff. It's really cool. It's a really cool.
It is.
I would love to go one day. I would love to take. I would love to take my daughter because she's a big animal lover, and it'd be great.
Yeah, they only see them on TV, right?
Yeah, only TV. Yeah, or a cartoon or something.
So it's good for them to go to the national parks and just look at these animals. And I would recommend Uganda, Kenya, South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
3 regions. If you want to watch or see elephants, walking elephants, ones that hang on 2 legs, Zimbabwe is a place.
Really?
Yeah, they got elephants but those elephants
are
only and then they get food and all that.
Really?
In the whole world.
I didn't even know that.
In the whole world.
Okay.
And they have the same, they say, they have the same instincts as dolphins. They communicate like dolphins.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
and,
that's really cool.
They understand the human language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those are found in Zimbabwe.
That's pretty cool, man.
It is, yeah.
I like that. That's beautiful.
Sure.
So, all of the stories and stuff of you growing up, was that like an inspiration for you to write your book?
Yes.
So I want to talk a little bit about, Tales in a Shadow right here, which is a book. When you were here about a year ago, just over a year ago, we were talking about you just almost finishing up your book.
Yeah.
And now it's finished. Now it's published. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember mentioning it here, right?
Yeah, of course.
So the deal was...
Yeah, tell me about the book.
When I came to Taiwan, I had come to Taiwan, trying to find jobs.
Yeah, of course.
And then you get this little part-time job that gives you 4 hours a week.
Yep, okay.
And I was doing that at a cram school.
Yep.
And I was like, what do I do with most of the time? Now, I'm not used to being idle.
Okay.
And I'm not used to not doing anything.
I understand.
Yeah, like my kind of life is like I gotta do something. Like I gotta not be busy exactly, but I gotta be productive.
Sure. Yeah.
And I was like, what should I do? Let me write a book. So the first book I wrote, I remember was called Staying in Your Lane. I didn't share a link with you.
Okay.
Staying in Your Lane. Now
I'll add it later if you give it to me. Yeah.
The inspiration come from the book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Okay. Yeah.
Book, right?
Yeah. I haven't read it, but I know the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Famous book.
So
Yeah.
I wrote that. I read that. I didn't write the book.
You read it? Okay.
I read the book. I was like, oh wait, I can write a book actually. So I wrote the book, Staying in Your Lane: The Art of Minding Your Own Business.
Okay.
Until it was all about me. So I was talking about my experience and how people don't know how to mind their own business. How everybody's.
Is this one published as well?
No, it's not. It was a little ebook. It was like 10 pages, 10 to 12 pages.
Okay. Good. Okay.
And when I did that, I set it in my Google Drive, and I was like, whoa, actually this works. I can do this.
Okay.
So I embarked on writing a whole book.
That's amazing.
So I was like, I'm gonna write, and the way it started, like, because you asked me about the inspiration.
Yes, please.
So the thing is, like, in Africa, in Uganda most particularly, where I come from.
Where you're from, of course, yeah.
When the authorities want to take a place, I'll give an example. God forbid. Like if a politician wants this place.
Yeah. They just take it.
Not even just take it. So there's no way they can negotiate with you because it's your place.
Okay.
You own it right now.
Sure.
Like you're renting it, it's leased to you. So what they do, they set up a fire.
A fire?
An unknown fire.
Okay.
And then it burns up your property. Maybe you have a loan. Maybe, you're not so good financially, you're not doing so well.
Yeah.
So what do you resort to? To the politician to give you pay so that you can
keep
the property. And then after a while, he sets up something like a complex or, a mall or something. So that's what happens. Happened in Africa. The vendors, guys who had stalls and little markets.
Okay.
Fires kept on erupting from nowhere. Like fires kept on coming.
Oh man.
People's stuff
was
tough. Yeah, it was tough, man. People were crying. It was
of
terrible.
Of course, yeah.
And everybody knew who was doing it. Actually, everybody knew. Like it was.
That's even worse, I think.
That's the thing. But there's nothing you can do about it. There's people with the big guns. The big guns in the government.
Big guns, yeah.
So what happened was I came up with a poem in the book, and it was about the fires.
Okay.
And I was writing about like the politicians promising people that we're gonna do this for you, we're doing this for you, but again, you're destroying people's livelihoods. And
that's
that was
tough.
my first poem. Now, when I wrote the poem, I was like, what am I gonna do with this poem? I think I should write more.
Write more, okay.
Yeah, so I gave myself, I'm gonna write 100 poems and publish a book. So I wrote that one, then I started thinking about my personal life. Now, some of the poems were actually songs that I had written and I never released. I was like, this song could be turned into a poem.
Okay.
So, like, there's one called The Black Man's Dream.
Okay.
And that is actually a song, but it's also a poem at the same time. It's in the book as well. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay.
And it basically speaks about like his place in the society, how he wants to be like everybody else, and something like that. And I was like, this is good. I wrote poems about my love life, like from high school.
Sure.
The girls you meet, the friendships as well,
Okay.
the friendships, family. I wrote a poem called "The Children We Left Behind," because when I was coming here, I left my children behind.
Ah, okay. Yes.
I wrote a really good poem about the children we left behind. It was just encouraging them that whatever I'm doing here is for us, is for you.
Yeah.
And that's the whole book generally, And after that, I was like, okay, here's the book, it's done. So what do I do now? Okay, I'm gonna publish it. How do I do that?
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
tried
What's
to
that process look like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that process is like, I talked to you, recommended somebody.
I did.
Tried that. I tried other people, helped me publish the book, until like I realized that I didn't know you could self-publish your book. So I was like, I'm gonna self-publish it.
Great.
And in Kilung, where I live, I made not a publisher, it was a little like printery.
Okay.
And I told the guy like, hey, listen, here's a book, help me, print it out, make covers, pages, blah, blah, blah. And the book came through. So here we have Tales in the Shadow.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
That's great, man.
Yep.
Beautiful. So I just want to make sure the audio is good on us. Yeah, I love that. So 100 poems.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take a super creative guy like you to write 100 poems?
Well, I thought it would take me 3 months and 10 days.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that would
okay.
be 90,
Okay.
like every single day, do a poem.
Okay.
3 months is like 90 days, right?
Okay, yeah,
Another
yeah,
10,
yeah.
that's 100.
Okay, yeah.
Never
yeah,
worked
yeah.
out like that, though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't get motivated all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then sometimes you get a writer's block.
yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
some of the poems were like experiences. Like I come to Eddy, and we had a chat with Eddy about something. I'm like, oh, there's a poem. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write a poem about Eddy and the conversation we had together.
Yeah, okay.
But then you're like, okay, so what do I write? We talked about 3 things, but the poem needs to be like 100 words.
Okay.
So what do I do with it?
Okay.
And then I need to like apply some skills in writing, semantics, word usage, stuff like that, and then you build a poem. So at the end of the day, when I thought I'll have the poems in 3 months and 10 days, it took 2 years.
2 years?
2 years, yes.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it took 2 years because, like I said, now life got busy. Got a new job, full-time
course.
job, a 9 to 5,
Okay, good.
and
That's crazy.
but I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
that sounds right because you're saying 3 months.
yeah.
And I'm like, that's what?
No.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it
I mean,
is. that's,
I don't write poems, so I have no
That'll be
idea.
unrealistic.
I have no idea. Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
So it took 2 years.
Grab one more wing, man, and we'll keep
All right,
keep
so we're
telling me
going to
about
the next
poem.
level?
So we're going to the next level. Next level is Chipotle.
All right, let's
So
do
you
it.
want to do the drum? You do the drums, brother.
let
yeah,
me
yeah,
do the
yeah.
drums
do your
again.
drum. Yeah, of course, of course.
So, yeah, I mean, I wrote it, and I set up a deadline. I was like, all right, okay, now I need a deadline. When do I finish the poems?
So important to have deadlines, I think, because if you don't, myself, I can only speak for myself. You just kind of keep pushing and pushing and pushing things off, and then one of the problems with being an entrepreneur is there's no real deadline. You have to
No.
make your own
Yeah.
disciplined deadline.
Exactly.
See, okay, I'm going to do this by this day.
Yeah.
And I met recently a productivity coach, and I was thinking about that, and yeah, actually some friends are using that, and it's just like, what does he do? It's just like, okay, you're going to finish this by this day, and it's just structure, right?
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
So
yeah.
you're saying that you were able to structure out a plan
You got to decide
for
to do
yourself.
it.
Okay.
So that's what I did. But now the question was, what's the deadline?
Yeah.
And I went for end of COVID because COVID happened and people were like, oh, it's going to end at this time. Then we're going to open up all these promises.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Then I realized COVID is not going to end. But it was just waves and what do you call that? They call them the variants.
The new variant.
Yeah, the variants are like, all right, what I'm going to do after the lockdown, Taiwanese lockdown, like
Yeah.
the Taiwan lockdown, I'm going to publish the book. And I mean, if you remember, I told you, okay, I'm done
Yeah.
now. Because after the lockdown,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, the book is done. I'm done with it. I'm publishing it. And that's what happened.
Were you able to take some books back to Uganda with you?
No.
No?
What I did,
Okay.
I got another publisher that assigned.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, because that would have been it would
Yeah,
have
'cause
been
it's
heavy, on
heavy,
me.
right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got another. Actually, it was a sister-in-law, and she just printed out, which was funny because how quality was, and I liked it because this is different.
Okay.
How quality on the book cover was glossy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
okay.
this was glossy, like, oh, this is a different
Okay.
touch. Yeah,
Different touch, yeah,
And
yeah.
I got to I launched the book. I've not launched the book here yet.
Okay. Okay.
Because I've been
okay.
waiting for the right moment,
Okay.
I launched it in Uganda though. I had a
Okay.
little concert. People came in. The first 5 people got a free book. The other guys bought the book. Not so expensive, pretty
Okay.
cheap, 200 NT,
Okay.
and that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you were kind enough to bring a couple of extra books. So we will give away some of the books for
Definitely, yeah.
for some people who leave some comments. Definitely hit us up if you're interested in checking out this book. We'll have a few free copies here at Eddy's Cantina,
Yep.
but also we will have the link for where you can purchase the book, and purchasing the book goes to support amazing artists like this man right here, right?
Thank
I
you.
think it's amazing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think now with technology, it's good that you can self-publish.
Yeah.
Like I've never wrote a book, but I would imagine 50 years ago, you know, you have to go to a huge publishing house.
Yes.
And let's say they don't like it.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to go to another house. And I mean, I would imagine that sucks.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
But now
It
you
does.
can write a book.
There are many avenues right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's
you
great.
can do whatever you want to do. Like you can
Similar with-
publish it. You can
yeah.
just have an
ebook. Yeah.
Just keep it that way. So, yeah, things have changed. Like there's an advancement, and I think it encourages more people to be creative and write more. And I think I told you this before. I don't know if I did tell you this, but
Please say it again if you
yeah,
got to do it.
The thing about like also the creative part of it or the writing part of it for me was from Dr. Miles Monroe. You probably don't know him. He used to be a pastor. He died in a plane crash. He was from the Bahamas, but I think he moved to the States.
Okay.
And he asked the questions like, what is the most richest place in the whole world?
Oh, shit.
Can you answer the question?
Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay.
The richest place, the most resourceful place in the whole world.
I have
Random guess.
no idea.
No idea. Random guess.
A country?
Right.
I'm gonna
No,
say
it's not a country.
It can't be a country,
Yeah.
right?
But it's in every country though.
It's in every country.
Yes. The richest place in the whole world.
Jeez, I don't even know where to guess.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the graveyard.
The graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
yeah.
people die with ideas.
They die with their ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna write a song, the biggest song ever, the biggest hit. You know, I'm gonna set up a big restaurant with everything in it.
Yeah.
And then they die with this idea.
Yeah. I love that. I love that because I love to listen to a lot of motivational speakers and stuff.
Exactly.
And they also mention that. I actually should have known that because I've heard
That's Dr. Miles Monroe.
I've heard that
Credited to
before,
him.
you
Yeah.
know. And actually, you know, they try to tell you, you know, you don't want to be the guy that, you know, is going to the graveyard and, you know, all those ideas are floating around saying, hey, I came to you.
Yeah.
You didn't bring me to life.
Yeah,
like, what's
exactly.
going
You
on?
didn't
You
act.
know?
You
didn't do
anything.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. When I set up my African band
Okay.
in Taiwan, same thing. I was like, oh, African band in Taiwan? Nah, nobody's gonna listen to me.
Okay.
Because there was an African band already. It had Americans in it
Okay.
and a few Caribbeans actually.
Okay.
And it never worked out. It was just basically foreigners who are not even Africans.
Okay.
Just trying to share the culture.
Just trying to share it. Okay.
And I came in as an African. I said, hey, listen, I want to set up an African band
Okay.
in Taiwan. So I just went on Taiwan musicians page. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm setting up an African band. Anybody want to join?
Yeah.
And the people who actually joined the band were people I admired. People like, you know, Brandon Thompson.
Brandon Thompson.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Brandon was like, because I was always told, hey man, Brandon is the guy.
Brandon's
You
the
know,
man. We had him on
yeah.
a month ago or
Canada
something.
Day?
Yeah.
I watched
Canada
that.
Day. Yeah,
I did,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, they're like, oh, you gotta hook up with Brandon. I'm like, why do I get him? And like, he looked unapproachable.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he comes to my inbox. He's like, hey, listen, let's do this. I'm like, are you for real? Now,
That's
this is a
beautiful.
Canadian, right?
A Canadian guy. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And it's like,
Zero African roots for
not
sure.
nothing at
For sure,
all,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But and that just gave me the picture that you just gotta step out there and just do it. And now my band is one of the biggest leading band in Taiwan. No bragging.
So you got to drop the name, right?
Yeah,
the
Higher
band name,
Rootz.
Higher Rootz, right?
Higher Rootz, yeah.
I've actually got a link for the description in Higher Rootz.
Exactly.
Higher Rootz. You want to check it out in the description below. Check
Harris
it out.
with a Z, one of the
Get
most
these guys to
entertaining
come and play.
bands in the yeah. And then what I did, I had a sublet of the same band
Okay.
because I was like, okay, this band is big and sometimes it gets busy. What do? We formed another band called Cora.
Okay.
That's
okay.
another African band.
Okay. Okay.
We're playing at Tiger Mountain this Saturday.
Tiger Mountain
Yeah,
this
Veggie
Saturday.
Fest.
Okay, Veggie Fest.
And we're playing at prime time, 7 p.m.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
7 p.m. is beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
okay.
and you know, when I set this up, I was like, whoa, look at this, another band. And you know, for me, we talked about this earlier, like, why did you come to Taiwan? Like, oh, it's a country where you can start up something big.
Something different, something
because
new.
You're different.
You're exotic, you're different, right?
Yeah. And that's what I actually did.
I love
and
it.
And it worked for me, yeah. So the same thing with the book. I was like, I'll write the book. My book is in the Taiwan library, actually.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
It's there, yeah.
Wow.
It's in the Taiwan library. Go
That's
check
pretty
it out.
amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so the thing is, right now, first Uganda to write a book in Taiwan.
Beautiful. I love that. I love it.
I thought I was the first African to write a book in Taiwan, but I was told it's somebody else.
Oh, there was another African
Yeah,
guy
but it
doing
doesn't matter, though. At the end of the
Okay.
day, we've all written books, but
Yeah.
I'm just like proud that as I am, me here, that I've managed to write the book. And I gotta tell you right now, it's under translation. So into Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Really?
It's gonna be a Chinese version of it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Chinese version is coming up.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of poems. So the person who's translating it said, "Oh, this is easy. I can do it." So she's gonna translate the whole book Chinese, and that's it.
Translation is tough because sometimes things don't translate and you gotta like juggle words.
Yeah,
and,
exactly,
And like
you know?
the message you're trying to get across there
context.
is gonna be tough, right? So yeah, well that's really cool, man.
This is like a really experienced translator. So
No, I'm sure,
And
yeah,
also,
yeah.
I mean, we'll be talking, consulting each other. Like, what do
Beautiful.
you mean by this? And what do you
Okay.
mean by that? Because some of them are like parables, you know.
Yeah.
Like they have hidden meanings in them. And
Well, whenever I write anything out, like a post or any kind of thing for our menu or for any social media,
Yeah.
and I just it takes me like a couple minutes, and then I give it to my wife to translate. It takes a
Yeah.
long time.
It does.
Because
It does.
she's like,
And
it's different. You can't
it's
use that.
Annoying.
You can't say that.
I used to think it was
Yeah.
like,
Just
wait, are
translate
you
it.
pretending like?
Yeah, for sure. for
Yeah,
sure.
even with the speaking itself, like
For sure, yeah.
I was trying to get my what's it called again? My driving license,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Hey, listen, driving license. I got this time, blah blah." Now my translator was like, "Da, da, 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 da." It took like, it's almost like my 1 minute of speech is a 20 minute of speech.
It's exactly right. They'd be like, okay, we want to say this.
Uh-huh.
If there's something that I can't say, I'll just tell my wife, okay, say this, and I'll be like, I'll simplify it to like one sentence.
Aye.
And it's like a 5-minute conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And I can
Yeah,
understand the whole
yeah, you're like,
thing.
what are you saying?
But
I
I'm
just
still
told you.
like, what are we doing? We're just kind of like circling or what's going on.
I think because
Yeah.
of the difference of languages, and
Yeah.
they're trying to put it in context that is well understood and
Yeah.
leaves nothing untouched, you know?
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
It does, yes. I
Beautiful.
got to understand it too later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful, brother. Let's grab the next one, man.
All right,
Going up
all
another
right,
level
man.
on
Taking
spice.
this- Yeah, definitely. Let's
So
do
this is Korean.
Okay.
Korean. So you can do the drum. Korean is a. We had one guy who used to work at a Korean restaurant before, way back, and I told him, I love Korean food. My favorite's the wings.
Yeah.
And I said, show me how to do that, and he showed me, and I said, okay, I want to tweak it a tiny bit, and then we'll put it out, and good, and it became this.
Definitely.
So yeah.
This is good. So this is
Get
a
in on
recipe
that.
you got from a friend.
Yeah, a friend, one of my coworkers, one of the staff was working with me,
Let's do it.
and then I kind of twisted it a little bit. I didn't make it Mexican or anything. It's
Creativity, right?
pure.
Yeah.
It's pure like Korean, but I just
Nice.
I was a little heavier on the things that I liked out of the sauce, and then it became this. Yeah, so.
Pretty good.
The funny thing is, it's actually one of our best sellers.
It is.
in the
Tastes good.
the Mexican restaurant with really good Korean wings. You know,
Do people know they're Korean though?
they do. We just call it Korean. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. The name of the flavor is just Korean.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
I'm a big fan of Korean. Well, all kinds of food, honestly. Yeah.
Especially spicy food.
Especially spicy, yeah. You guys eat a lot of spice over there in Uganda? No? You guys have like a meat-heavy diet? Or what's kind of like a staple diet for you guys? Everyone
Well-
assumes the African countries are all meat-heavy diets, but what's kind of like,
South Africa is a heavy meat.
it's a
diet.
very heavy meat. Okay. What about Uganda?
Uganda is not. Uganda takes everything in moderation.
Okay.
And
Spicier, right? Yeah. Spicing up a little bit.
I think it's the drinks that's making it spicier for me.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to, yeah.
But Uganda takes everything in moderation, right? Like staple food is flour, like cornbread flour.
Okay.
But also, once in a while, they do the barbecues.
Okay. I can imagine that would be amazing.
Yes.
African barbecue. Come
Oh,
on.
it's pretty good. The
Yeah.
pork is awesome.
It's got to be.
And the chicken, yeah.
It's got to be. Yeah.
Because they take time to make it.
Sure.
But it's kind of limited. It's not like Taiwan or Asia,
Okay.
where you have all these varieties.
You can just kind of they import from everywhere.
Yeah. And there's not such heavy sauce like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But it's pretty good.
It's a pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit more about your band. You were telling me that you got together, you just made a post, and all these people hit you up.
Yeah.
So now, I know you guys went to Kaohsiung and gigged.
Oh,
had a
yeah.
gig like within the last few months. You were in Kaohsiung, right?
Yeah, right.
Gigging down there.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about sort of what's going on with Higher Rootz.
So what happened was this, or what's happening.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't do things for just. You
Okay.
know, I just don't wake up in the morning and say, all right, let's gig.
Yep.
But I always want to do something with a purpose.
Okay. Of course. Okay.
And
These are good, man. Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't want to keep
yeah,
cutting you off.
yeah,
Telling you how good
I gotta
they
get
are.
some of this too.
Get in on that, please.
Just because of
Yeah.
the hotness of
Oh yeah. Do it.
But anyway, so I think after 2020, like the band needs to move to the next level.
Okay.
So what do we do?
What does that mean? Like bigger, more people? What's next level?
More gigs that are fulfilling, because we do bars that belong to friends. You know, like
Okay.
we support them, they support us.
Okay.
We play there. A lot of foreigners go there, right? And a lot of
Sure.
Taiwanese people go there.
I would love it.
Play
Yeah.
music. And that's pretty good, right?
I love live music.
Exactly.
It
But
was
we're
so
like, we
hard
need to move. And, it's pretty late sometimes.
Okay.
And the pay is basic.
gonna be-
you know,
yeah,
it's
it's
just
gonna be
like
very
I said, it's
basic,
supporting each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the bar needs to make money.
Yeah.
We don't make that much money, but we make it because the bars pay you definitely, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I was like, no, we need to do the next. We need to go to the next level.
Yeah.
And the next level would be getting like high-profile gigs.
I love it. Yeah.
So
What's the process
We
of
did.
that? Yeah.
So the process, our breakout. Okay, our first breakout was during the elections.
Okay.
A random politician, up to now, I don't know who he is,
Okay.
invites us to Miao Li.
Miao Li?
Yeah, we went to Miao
That's
Li.
crazy.
They did a
Oh my
gig.
God, okay.
Gig was pretty good. Played tens of thousands of NT dollars. You know, it's pretty good.
My wife is from Miao Li,
Is
and
she?
it's like the most like conservative area
Oh, it
ever.
was
It's
conservative.
crazy.
It
Miao.
was,
Okay.
yes. But we
It's a big
we got them to
surprise.
dance because
Okay.
that's what Higher Rootz does. Higher
Okay.
Rootz comes and just kills it. Like we just come like
Makes everybody
warm
happy.
you up, makes
Beautiful.
everybody stand up and do their thing.
Okay.
And that's what we did in Miao Li. And it was pretty good. It was a successful
Okay.
gig. We did it. We got some videos on it. People danced. But like you said, the conservatism, you could feel
Oh
it.
my God, Miao
And
Li
you
is
can't
the
blame
most.
them
Yeah, yeah,
because, you know, these are new people. We don't know them.
Sure.
We're trying to get used to it. I believe that if you're there for like 2 or 3 days, they'll get used to you.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
So we did it. It was good. That was the first breakout. And then 2022, sorry, not 2021. 2021, actually, Christmas. The European market happens every year.
Yes, I know it well. Yeah.
So I reached out to them. I'm like, hey, listen, it's a European market. We're not Europeans. We didn't have any. Oh, we had a European in the band, actually.
Okay.
Heather, she's from the UK.
Okay.
But she wasn't even around.
Okay.
So
okay.
like, hey, we don't do European music. We do sometimes some covers.
Okay.
But we're basically African, reggae, Caribbean.
I love it.
Can we play? They're like, oh yeah, you can. I mean,
Okay.
so we did this at the Breeze. That's at Taipei City Hall.
Yeah.
And they liked it.
And they loved it.
We were
Okay.
booked twice actually, and
Really?
it was,
Beautiful.
we were the most like entertaining band because we did
yeah.
Christmas songs. We did
Okay,
all the
okay.
we did the carols and all that.
Oh, wow.
Some
Okay.
African songs.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful. And now there is when somebody spotted us
Okay.
and was like, "All right, okay."
That's what it's all about. It's like chain reaction, right? It's You're there, and then
Exactly.
someone spots you in there, and
Exactly.
you're Miao Li, like
Yeah.
what?
And all of a sudden, I'm receiving these emails in Chinese actually.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, what do I do with this? So I was just translating them,
Yeah.
them, and I realized we're having the Lantern Light Festival.
Okay.
The big celebration was in Kaohsiung this time.
Okay.
If you're aware about that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
official celebrations. So we did those ones, and now, I mean, that was a big breakout because they asked for, the lady was like, so how much do you expect to be paid? And like, I told her the amount we expected. She was like, no, we can give you double the amount.
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
double.
whoa,
Double.
man,
All right.
This is crazy now. Like,
I think that the government stuff is really cool because
it is, yeah.
we actually recently did a government private party here. I
Yeah.
think say 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that recently I've been doing a lot more work with the local Tianmu community.
Yeah.
And one of the guys who's one of the head guys, he said this place will be perfect because they want to have like 20 to 30 people.
Yeah.
They want to have like microphones. We have wired and wireless.
Yeah.
They need a projector. They're going to present. Like they need food. They need buffet.
And
I was like, we got everything.
Yeah,
we got all
right.
that. So I sent him here, and it was all Taiwanese people, all government.
Yeah.
And they were just like, holy crap, this is great.
Exactly.
We've never been here.
Yeah, right.
And the craziest thing was budget-wise, like, we're kind of like, I have no idea what to quote the government, you know? And then I told my wife, just kind of ask, what are they thinking? What's the budget? And they gave this just massive budget.
Yeah.
And so we went way under the budget. And then they just kept, like, tacking stuff on so that they would hit. Like they just kept spending more.
Right.
Like no, we need.
So they can hit the target.
We want to hit that. We want to spend this money at your place.
So
and
give
we
them the services that are worth this money.
Just keep giving. Just like wow,
oh,
they were just so
that
good
makes
to
a
us,
lot
man.
of sense. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's great. Yeah.
I mean, like for me in Taiwan, I think the government respects, especially. Talking on the band side, they respect like foreign culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
they want more of that.
They need it.
It seems like, right?
They don't get it a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Yeah.
So that's what we did, and we did a show. It was pretty good. Then we kind of rocked Kaohsiung. We went to another bar called The Rocks.
Okay.
And then we made connections.
Okay.
And after making all these connections, I kept on going there over because I started getting booked in Kaohsiung. I actually thought of moving to Kaohsiung.
Really? Okay.
I went to Sijin Beach.
Okay.
Shout out to Graham.
Okay.
I went to Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Eric Baumfield, I guess. Great guy there,
Okay.
So I did all these places. So
okay.
Now I'm a household name in Kaohsiung.
Beautiful.
Well.
I love it. Congrats on that. That's
thanks,
awesome,
man.
brother.
Yeah,
yes.
It's a process.
I actually just went down to Kaohsiung last week, and I did an interview with a Canadian called Wes Davies, and he's got a couple comments. He's like, "I miss you, buddy." He's like, "This guy rocks."
Oh man, thanks a lot.
Wes Davies, man. Wes Davies.
Thank you.
He's a big YouTuber down there.
Awesome.
We're gonna
Hope
get him
to
up
connect
here.
when I get back to Kaohsiung.
Yeah.
Soon.
I'll connect you to Wes Davies.
Definitely,
He's great.
that'd be great.
I went down. It was actually my birthday last week.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So our idea was to pack up as much as the gear, make it portable.
Yeah.
And just go down somewhere and go to a restaurant or bar, introduce the restaurant a little bit, and then interview somebody. And
Awesome.
our last week, that's what we did. It was great.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do more things like that.
Nice.
So maybe you guys are doing a show. Maybe we'll go set up and we'll do some live stream or something.
That would be great, man.
That'd be great,
just
man.
put everything together.
I want to kind of like present a lot of the cool stuff that's happening.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Because Kaohsiung is a pretty cool city.
It was nice, man.
Nice people.
I haven't been down there for so long.
All right. It's changed,
It was good fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed.
And it was good. It was a really nice place. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a good spot.
It is, yeah. So I mean, that's with the band. So we did that. We did Kaohsiung pretty good. Now we're doing Tainan Spring Wave.
Okay, we actually went to the two, Tainan and Kaohsiung.
Right, this is going to be bigger. We're going to do Tainan this time. Same thing. I mean, you don't look for these gigs, they book us.
I love it.
We got to sign contracts and all that, and get work permits, because some of the foreigners need the work permits, You got
to that's important.
So
you got to do that.
Work permits, it's got to be like, because I want the band to also be straight, and
it has to be.
Yeah,
it has to be, because as soon as something's not straight, and then let's say you pissed some guy off 10 years ago or something, and everybody's just kind of watching you, and then they're like, oh, you know what, this guy's got no permit or something.
Exactly.
Then it becomes a big.
It does happen before.
But it happens.
It has happened before. It could happen again.
Yeah.
And so all my band members, I gotta tell you, I didn't tell you this though. Like for the Kaohsiung gig, same thing. It was Higher Rootz, but most of the members didn't have performance permits.
Okay.
So I got guys from Kora.
Okay.
Who are Taiwanese guys actually.
Okay.
To play, but in the name of Higher Rootz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. That's why I have these two bands rolling,
Okay.
So that's the whole idea.
I think it's you gotta be legit. I mean,
but this Higher Rootz this time is the original band with the
Beautiful.
foreigners. Got a
Beautiful,
German
man.
bass player.
Nice.
Got an English keyboard player.
Okay.
I got my drum is from Burkina Faso,
Oh,
West
wow.
Africa.
Nice.
You know, my
Okay.
guitarist, Mark Miller, shout out. He's from the States.
Beautiful.
Man, he plays African music like no man's business, man.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, man, we're gonna have to
super
go.
crazy, yeah.
Actually, in the description, you sent me a video. So below the video here, we've got a lot of lot of the
Definitely.
clips that you can check out their videos.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
check it
yeah,
out,
right.
guys.
Check
It's
it
good
out.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's all about good vibes. That's what it is, you know.
And
So-
keeping on the topic of the music,
Yeah.
you have a video on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it your newest video, maybe?
Oh
or-
no,
I mean, I
no,
don't
no!
know.
I've not done a video
The video
because
of
of
Winnie?
COVID right now.
Winnie?
Winnie was 2020.
When 2020? Okay,
Yeah, when it was
okay.
2020.
So I watched it. I
Yeah.
just watched it earlier
Right now?
today.
Never
it was
watched
great.
it?
I didn't even know, man.
Oh,
Shoot,
really?
I must have missed it last
Yeah,
time.
you
But
could
it was
have,
great.
yes, yeah.
So that's in the description as well.
Yeah, I did that at
Winnie?
Yilan, Drifters Beach.
So yeah, okay, that makes sense. Drifters is nice.
Yeah, that's why I did
with,
it.
yeah, with YL Beach Drifters, right?
Yeah,
with
Garrett
the-
Ball
Garrett.
helped out a lot on the venue and
Uh-huh.
a lot of props, so it was pretty good. Yes.
Beautiful.
And then there's another video that I did, Katemba. I think I'll send that to you like later, but
Okay.
another song
Okay,
that I
okay.
did. I did that video at Yuanshan, Maji
Okay.
Square.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that'd be a great
so-
one. I love Maji
Yeah,
Square, man.
so
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
Okay.
I'm doing a video pretty soon. Still debating on when exactly, but it should
Okay.
be coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often are you gigging? Like, are you every weekend? You're kind of booked
Man,
up?
it's getting busy, man. Like,
Good.
because I was home in June,
True,
right?
true. Okay.
And I got bookings right now like crazy. I actually canceled some of the bookings. I was
Really?
like, this
Oh,
is
you're
just too
overbooked.
much. I'm
Okay.
overbooked.
Overbooked.
Now,
Okay.
I'll give you an example. I think I can mention this right now, right?
Sure, of course.
Because this Friday, I'm going to be at Craft House.
Yeah.
I'm playing with Stefan Carlino. He's from Seychelles,
Okay.
the island.
Craft House is great. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
a
know.
drummer and also a singer. So
Okay.
we do a duo.
Beautiful.
And we played together, and it's just like classic music, you know,
Nice.
do rock, pop, R&B,
Okay.
you know, stuff, reggae, stuff like that.
Nice.
So we're gonna play that at 8.
Beautiful. 8
Friday.
o'clock. How's the response from local people, like Taiwanese people, to like reggae or African style music? I'm always curious about
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
How's the response?
I think, because now the more we play, the more we get followers,
Okay.
and the people who know us right now know what we do, and they
Okay.
love the music.
They love it.
At first, it was weird.
Okay.
People weren't responding well. It was kind of
Yeah.
exotic for them.
Yeah.
But then after that, they got used to it. And because what we do, I mean, as a professional musician, a performer, you got to sandwich these songs, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So you don't do what you like.
You're an entertainer, right?
Exactly.
To
But
make sure
you
people
do
are
what
happy.
the people like or what the people expect from you.
Okay.
So I will do like, let's say, they love the song, and I can't help falling in love with you, Elvis Presley.
Of course, I love that
And
song.
then
yeah.
you throw in a Bob Marley, could you be loved?
Oh yes.
And then after that, you do maybe another like, what a wonderful word. So at the end of the day, the reception is good depending on how you arrange your performance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically because you can't just hit them with, no, they're gonna like this. They're gonna like
Okay,
this. This is
okay.
for me. This is for me. No, even the African songs we do, like we kind of sandwich them. You know, you'll do a song like Nosa, Nosa,
Nosa,
which
yeah.
is Latino, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then after doing Nosa, you throw in an African song, and then it's just the mood.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
yeah, and they keep on going.
And I would think the African music is kind of like makes you. It's like Latin music. It makes you want to kind of move and dance.
I mean, Latin
right?
music comes from Africa.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. So it kind of like
Check it
makes
out.
you want to move and dance.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, African music came from Latin. The slaves came in and they brought the rhythms and everything, and then the Latinos emulated it, and then they evolved it into something
Okay,
different. Now,
okay.
you know, yeah, you got that.
All right.
Yeah,
I like it.
definitely.
Okay,
You gotta
okay,
check the
okay, I'll
music,
take that out.
music history. That's what it is.
Cheers, man. I'll
Cheers,
take that.
man.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I love good music, man.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So at the end of the day, they, like I said, it's just you have to create a mood and a groove
Yeah.
that keeps the people connected.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, so that's the whole point with the music.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I
love
mean, like I was saying, I'm jamming on Friday at Craft House.
Craft House,
Saturday, I got 3 gigs. On
3
the
gigs
same,
on
yeah,
a day.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out how I'm gonna pull that off.
Yeah.
But
Red-
I'm
lot of
doing
Red Bull in the back.
drunk play. I'm playing the djembe because I play almost every instrument except from the wind instruments.
Okay.
But I play the keyboard, the guitar, the drums. I sing, you know, I dance and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll be playing the djembe at drunk play.
And
on
the
Saturday.
djembe is the
African drum.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
got
I
the
thought.
African drum.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll play. It's actually the West African drum, not the African drum. Yeah,
okay,
'cause
okay.
there are different African drums.
Different drums
all over
okay.
Africa.
Okay.
And then I'll head on to Veggie Fest at Tiger Mountain with Choral Band. Like I said, we're playing 7 p.m. Prime time.
Prime time,
And then
baby. I love it.
I'll wind it up at Tiki Taipei with my man Tristan Newman at Magic Square. So that's gonna be a vibe too, because it's gonna be a mixture of everything: hip hop, Latino, rock. Everything you love. So
Tiki Taipei is new, but it's kind of like, it seems like they're trying a lot of things. They're doing a lot of things.
it has a vibe.
Like some
Tiki Taipei is all about the vibe.
like crypto stuff, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden they're doing
yeah.
like live music, and then it sounds great, man.
And the drinks, the cocktails.
So that's
are
this week,
awesome.
right? That's
Yeah.
this Saturday. Okay,
It is, yeah.
okay.
So it's
see if
pretty
I
good.
can sneak out. Should be all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on,
So-
brother. You want to grab the next one?
Let's
Yeah?
do that,
And then
man.
we'll
Let's
while we're
do
doing
it.
that,
Yeah.
we'll go through the pictures.
Yes,
Yeah?
we should do
All
that.
right, get in on
Okay,
it, brother.
so where do we go?
So we go one of these. Pick one of those. This
All
one's
right.
at the end.
All right. I'll take the
Get
drums.
the drum man,
Yeah.
the drummer boy. All right. So this is made from a local company. This is one sauce that we don't make. Mm-hmm. It's made by a small local company called Empress Hot Sauce. Mm-hmm. So it's made with ghost peppers, but it's balanced really well.
It's pretty good.
So it's spicy, but it's not like, I don't know. The balance is really nice. Mm-hmm. I like it.
I love it.
It's a very popular one.
I love
yeah.
it. So yeah.
So Tiki Taipei,
It's,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome living in Taiwan.
I think
Get
so,
all
too.
those bookings and all that.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Like it's all about the vibes. You have the good vibes. People love them. You connect. That's what it's all about.
Agree 100%, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tiki Taipei, there we go. Check that out. Bam. Mm-hmm. That is it. That is this
That's
Saturday,
it.
right?
This Saturday, man.
9 to 11.
It's gonna be a show. I promise.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be my first time performing after the month of June, right?
Okay.
So it's gonna be quite a vibe. It's gonna be a night.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I don't get out much, but I'm gonna see if I can sneak out, man. I would love to go check out.
And it's gonna
First
be
of all,
live.
I love live music. Mm-hmm. All of our gear here is set up for live music.
Yeah.
So
I should do something pretty soon.
Well, let's do something, man, because we used to do it a lot, and then COVID, right? And then so that was
Yeah,
like a couple years
you told
of
me.
like,
Yeah.
you want to do it, but everyone's kind of scared, and then people are like, why don't you do, like, we do karaoke night here. We used to.
Oh, okay.
We haven't
How's
done it in
that?
a while as well. It's actually really good too, man. It's good once you get the party started.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't want to leave, right? So it's pretty good usually.
Karaoke's
yeah.
good.
Karaoke's fun, yeah.
Singing
so-
songs that you know.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
Gosh.
Because sometimes when you go to a karaoke night, like at the Taiwanese like holiday KTV,
Yeah.
it's also fun. But when you want to really find your song, it's not there.
No.
It's going to be Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys, Sinatra, Elvis,
Talk about
which
it.
I sing all now because
Talk about
I've
it.
been here for so long.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys, Sinatra, Elvis.
Yeah, they got those
Gotta
big
do it.
books.
The big books, yeah,
and,
yeah.
The songs are like mostly Chinese.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're looking for a particular song,
Yeah.
and then you find the Eagles.
The Eagles, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like,
Hotel
okay.
California, you know?
Yeah, Hotel California.
you
it's
gotta do
always,
it.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, let's go through these pictures real quick.
All right.
Boom.
Yes, that was
good one.
Kaohsiung actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaohsiung, the Latin festival, government gig.
That was it, eh?
That was
okay,
it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty big.
Ah,
Yeah, the book.
There you go. The book.
Yeah, just
the book.
freshly published right
Yeah, I'm very happy. Happy man right there.
there. Yeah.
That's
Man,
dream coming to
accomplishment.
fruition, right?
Definitely, yeah. That's an accomplishment for me. It was a dream come true, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just twist that. So you
Oh,
can-
sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure everybody hears what you're saying. We got another book one here
Yeah,
too.
that's the book as well. Like, because I got the paperback and the soft copy.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's the first picture that I used to promote the book.
Okay.
That's the first picture I ever used, yes.
Okay.
Shared it in every platform.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it.
Okay.
Love that.
Yeah, this was in Uganda.
I think this was the Uganda one, right?
Yes, it was, yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
The Five Horsemen is little bar for foreigners. If you ever
Okay.
come to Uganda,
Oh
that's
man,
where you sleep.
I would love to go to Uganda.
Yeah, that's where you spend the night. So
Okay.
I did that at the Five Horsemen.
Okay.
My friends came in. Now this is funny though. I gotta tell you a story about this one.
Let's do it.
So,
I love it. I love
here's the thing.
stories.
For this concert, my bassist was actually my guitar teacher. He taught me like
Wow.
10 years ago.
Okay.
My keyboardist was my student that I taught keyboard
Really?
music in high school.
Wow. Okay.
My lead guitarist, same thing. He was my
Okay,
student. So
okay.
I had 2 students, and then I had the bass guitar teacher.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's like full circle, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Sure.
And it turned out well.
It did.
People were
Yeah.
loving the book.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
They did. Everybody loved the book.
I think one thing that people don't notice is when we leave, we're like a big representative of our country, right?
Yes, we
like
are.
You're, like I don't know very many Ugandans here.
Yeah.
You said there's 25.
25.
I don't know the other ones.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know them.
there you
I only
go.
know 3.
so when you go out, like you're representing, you're Uganda. When
Yeah.
you come here, people meet you.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know about Uganda. They meet you and they'll be like, "Oh, Uganda's great. Got
Exactly.
Good people, nice
Exactly.
people, right?"
That's how it works.
So I think it's something that people don't notice. They don't really know that until they leave.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. Big up to Abe Casanova. That's his name.
Okay.
Or Casa
okay.
Abe.
Nice.
Baba and Marvin.
All right.
They're
Beautiful.
the ones who made this gig happen.
Make it happen. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Must have
Yeah.
been a good one, man.
It was a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, gotta
Oh,
get
now
that
here's
one in
this.
there. I had to get that in there,
Yeah,
man.
man, you did.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Gotta do it.
My mom.
Of course. Yeah.
Now that's my grandma, but I gotta tell you a very
Your
interesting.
grandma?
I wanted. Yeah.
Really?
That's my grandma, and she's
Oh,
mute. She doesn't
Really?
speak.
She looks
yeah,
so
she's sign
young,
language.
man.
That's my grandma right there.
Okay, okay.
I gotta tell you the most amazing story about my
Please do.
grandma.
Please do. Please do.
I wanted to post this on Facebook, but I don't think it would make much impact. So I
Okay.
gotta tell you.
Let's have it.
So here's the deal. Her grandfather and Obama's grandfather were brothers.
What? Really? Her grandfather.
I can't make this
wow.
up.
Oh,
I cannot
wow.
make this
okay,
up.
Okay.
Her grandfather and Obama's grandfather were relatives. Brothers, actually. Sorry, Obama's great grandfather
Okay.
were
Okay.
relatives.
Okay.
Now, they used to live together
Sure.
in
Okay.
a place called Kisumu. That's in it's in Kenya,
Okay.
eastern Kenya.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, it's western. It's western Kenya, not eastern. Western,
Okay.
southwestern Kenya.
Okay.
So they parted ways,
Gotcha.
and they settled in different places.
Okay.
Obama's grandmother is my grandmother's aunt. Obama's grandmother.
Obama.
You know the
Okay,
grandmother
yeah,
who was
yeah,
in
okay.
Kenya.
Yes,
when
yes,
he
yes.
went there?
Okay, wow.
Obama's
Okay.
grandmother is my grandmother's aunt.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Exactly.
Wow,
So
it's a
that
small
means
world,
it's a
man.
small world.
Wow.
That means Obama is an uncle to my grandmother. Right.
That does mean that. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazing.
Man,
That's
I
amazing.
had to, it's in my diary. I had to write this down. I wrote it down.
Wow.
Like because the person who got all this information is my uncle. It's called Uncle Opondo, and they told
Okay.
me, hey, listen, a bit of research because he's Jaluo. My grandmother is Jaluo. My
Okay.
mother is Samia. Samia is like they are Western Kenyans.
Okay.
Kenyans, and her mother, my grandmother, is Jaluo, a Luo. It's a tribe called the Luo.
Okay. Yep.
And Obama is Luo, actually. His dad was Luo.
Okay.
From the same place.
Beautiful.
And
love
man,
it.
that story just blew my mind. I was like,
That's
what, for
amazing.
real? Yeah, like
That's
I
amazing.
I got so like
Of course.
pumped up,
Of course.
motivated, and
That's
all
the
that.
coolest
That's-
thing, man.
That's super
I love
crazy,
that. That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. I
So
love
that's
that.
what it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you got this is picture from when you went back recently?
Yes,
Yeah?
they
Okay.
came to visit me in my house,
Okay.
you know, and we were leaving at this time, and we just took a picture together.
Okay.
Yeah, so
It's
my
always
sweet mom
tough
and
to leave. It's so sad.
Oh man, it is.
Everybody's
Yeah.
crying.
Everybody's like
the last few days.
because we spent
just-
only a few days together. Like, oh
Okay.
man, we need a whole year.
Yeah,
What is,
yeah,
you know,
it's
so,
true.
yeah.
It's true. Every
It
time I
is.
go back to visit,
Exactly.
we try to do like a
Oh,
month,
yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe the last 4 or 5 days,
Not enough.
Everybody's so sad.
Exactly.
And it's just like your mom.
Days
you know,
fly, man.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it's just life,
it
right?
is, yeah.
Yeah. That's cute. going. Boom.
Yeah, there we
love
go.
that. That's a great
that's
quote,
me.
man.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's a good quote.
First days gigging in Taiwan, MIK6.
Okay.
Mario Indian Kitchen.
Shout out to Mayur,
Mario,
man.
yeah, Mario has given me a lot of gigs. Shout out to him.
Mayur's fantastic.
He's made sure. I remember when there was COVID and everybody was not booked. I was the only one playing there.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
wow.
the only one playing there. And people were asking me, man, how come you're gigging? Everybody's
can
not
you still
gigging.
gig? Yeah.
And that's what Mario did to me. When I came back, actually, I was like, hey, Mario, I'm back. What's up? He's like, oh, you're free? Oh, let's do this.
Come and
So
gig.
Mario's
Okay.
my man right there.
Mayur's good, yeah.
Mario's my man.
I've had him on the show. He's good, man.
Yeah.
I've met him quite a few times. Pretty good friend, and I think he's great. I mean, I just like 10 or 12 restaurants now.
Yeah,
he's like,
man.
He's killing
He's
it,
a
man.
beast, man.
He's a killer. He's a killer, man.
Yeah.
I always try to learn when I have my around.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
good stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. All right, there we go. Now,
Look at this slick fella right there.
Yeah, this is
It's a beautiful
like,
jacket right there.
Yeah, man, this is Savage right here. Now, this is a music video.
Okay.
It's there's a metal band, and they wanted. This is a very funny story. Not funny, but it's a really interesting story.
Okay.
It's about one person, but he's one person. He's trying to cut himself from his personalities, but his personalities cannot agree.
Okay.
He's black, he's Asian, and he's American. Why?
Okay,
So we were three: black, Asian, American.
Okay.
And the whole story that revolves around this is like this is just one person,
Yeah.
and he's trying to change himself and his blackness from his whiteness and from his Asianness.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
if he did that or if he does that, he ends up dead.
Okay.
So he just has to agree and
Okay.
be one person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a soulful thing. So it's a
cool.
music video. It's coming out
This
next
is your
month.
video, right?
No, not
This is
mine.
not your video. From
yes, another guy called JR.
Okay.
He plays with the metal band. I don't know if you know. They are in Sheeman, Jack Studio. Dower. They even have a tempo and all that stuff. They're
Really?
quite
Okay.
spiritual. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very cool.
So yeah, that's what it is.
It's a great picture, man.
It is, yeah.
And you were filming this where?
Oh, this was
Studio, or it looks like it's outside?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Okay.
Yeah, Lincoln. There was a warehouse where we did this.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, man.
Lincoln,
Very
yeah.
nice.
There we go. Yeah. So these are the buffaloes that I told you about,
Yeah.
the banished ones. So they come and relax
Okay.
here. They can't be part of the youthful
of them.
herd. A
Okay.
lot of them.
A lot of them.
Like you didn't see the faces, but you can see the sadness in the face.
Like
and
rejection.
the rejection, the hopelessness.
Oh, that's so,
Yeah, it is quite
okay.
sad.
That
yeah.
is sad.
And
yeah.
they just spend the whole day there. And they have crocodiles around. The crocodiles don't even bother trying to eat them.
The crocodiles don't.
They don't.
really?
Even other animals like the lions. They don't. They go for the active wildlife. Not these ones here.
These ones are just easy.
These ones just
prey.
die
They
off.
don't want to. They don't want.
Yeah,
nothing
you see
to
the
do with
skulls on the shores and everything.
it. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So
They've just been like excommunicated from the
that's
whole
the
jungle
thing.
almost.
Excommunicated is the
The
word.
whole
yes.
jungle just kind
Yeah.
of like pushed them. Wow.
Yeah, they don't
Jeez,
need them
that's
anymore.
so sad.
It is sad,
That's the
man, for
jungle,
real.
right? It's the way
Yeah.
of the way of the way
It's
of
the
the jungle.
world. Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. I
That's
feel like
crazy.
it also happens to humans sometimes, you know. And
I know a few people like that
Yeah.
for sure. I know a few
Yeah,
people
and
like
sending,
that.
sending
yeah.
like the elderly homes and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
kind of sounds like the same
It's
thing.
tough, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and we also, yeah, sometimes people will take care of their parents or whatever. The parents will stay with them.
Uh-huh.
But it's also like, I don't know. Like I've been in a situation. Like my parents are great. Like nothing to do with mine. But I've seen situations where they're kind of. It's almost like the burden of having like the grandma or whoever. They're
Yes,
sad,
sir.
man. We
Yeah,
all
it
get
is.
old, I guess. Yeah.
So that's what it was. Yes, I took that. I should make a good album about this picture.
That's at least a poem.
Yeah,
at
there's
least
a
a
poem.
poem.
Yeah, there's a you're right about
At least
that.
at least
a
a poem,
about
man.
it. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. Excommunicated. Yeah.
Excommunicated.
All right,
There
there
you
we go. This
That's a
one.
great one, man. I had to put that in there. Yeah. That's in Uganda, I guess.
It was, yes.
It has
This
to
is
be,
where
right?
I grew
Okay.
up from. So I'm
Okay.
walking up the road.
Just rent a camel, or
No, so I was walking up the road and I see a random guy with a camel. So this guy's making money with a camel. You step on it for a few hours. A few minutes, he charges you for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so for 10 minutes, it would be like 100 NT.
Okay. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
pretty good gig then.
So,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
big
Okay.
gig. The only
Nice.
thing I didn't like about it, like he mistreats them,
Oh,
because he hits
that's
he hits the knees for it to stand up.
Oh,
And
that's tough.
I didn't
Okay.
like that part. It was a bit like touching, so
Yeah, that's tough.
yeah, it is
That's
tough, man.
Yeah,
And it looked like an old camel, so
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So but it's a pretty good experience.
Cute camel though.
Yeah, it's a cute camel
For
real.
sure. We got two more.
Yeah. All right, same music video. That's the MV. I do a little bit of acting.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I went through
not
a
a little
bunch
bit,
of these
actually.
pictures.
Yeah.
And there's like they're dunking your head and stuff.
Yeah, that's the
kinda
storyline. The
Okay.
plot. That's the whole plot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I was doing actually.
That's
so,
a cool one. Okay.
Yeah.
That looked like a cool video, man, for sure.
Yeah. So do a little bit of commercials and all that stuff. I have a play coming up written by Ghani. He's Nigerian. It's called For the Eyes of the God.
Okay.
And I'm actually the lead character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
So,
Congrats. That's
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty good. It should be out November.
Okay.
I'll hook you up.
Let me know. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah,
man.
it's pretty good actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that stuff. My daughter also likes it.
Yeah,
We
she'll
go out
love
and
it.
have
It's
some
just
fun.
drama, but it's good drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
One more picture right here, brother.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
the
there we go.
The clothes.
Nice. Yes.
Gotta tell me about that.
Yeah. So I got myself into fabric and textile, African fabric, because I was like, my sister sent me a material and I had nothing to do with it. So I was like, what do I do with the material? So I was like, oh, I can make good use of it. And what I did was to form these T-shirts with a design. I actually have something here.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Something like this. So this is material from home.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me pull that up
Spread it
here.
wide like this. Help me out.
Yeah.
Spread it
Okay.
wide like
sure,
that.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So we got
There you
this
go.
right here, and this is what I do. I brought a lot of this.
This is nice.
It is nice, and it's
really thick.
It's thick and
Really,
it's-
like,
yeah.
high
This is
quality.
original. The colors are
Yeah,
original, like dye. They don't fade at all.
Yeah. Okay.
They
Ever.
don't fade. Yeah,
Okay,
ever.
Okay.
So you can do a lot of things with this. You can
Beautiful,
make.
beautiful.
I'm gonna wear one for Saturday.
Okay. Nice.
For the
You
Veggie
gotta wear
Fest.
your own merch, man. You gotta
I
do
do,
it, right?
yeah, I'm gonna do
You gotta
that.
do it.
So-
Yeah.
You can use this for
And be like
decorations.
my shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Get one right over here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, be like, hell
So
yeah, for sure.
decorations.
Yeah, beautiful.
Do T-shirts like those.
Yeah.
You can make outfits,
Okay.
shorts.
Okay.
Like shorts look really good in that, and shirts and
Oh, I
everything.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty comfortable
can
material to wear.
In the restaurant, you can have them around,
Yeah,
depending.
sure.
Like, but some people have African themed, or just want to do an African theme for. Not even African theme actually, because this is also the Aborigines, right? They do this as well.
Okay,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
this,
for sure,
So
yeah.
you can have that kind of theme around. It's
Beautiful.
colorful, yeah. So
I love it.
I do that too. So the T-shirts they're kind of out of stock now because I only have like 2 remaining.
Okay.
And they're pretty cheap as well because they've been going for 300 NT for a while.
It's so cheap, man.
Super cheap, man.
You gotta
Like
bump that up a little bit.
I
man.
should.
That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
they're
gonna
all
do
sold out.
like right now. I'm gonna make another. This is called Fabrica.
Okay.
The whole thing is Fabrica.
Link in the description. Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to get one of these?
Yeah, but Fabrica is going to change its name to Mambo Fresh. Due to some technical reasons.
Okay,
But
okay.
Mambo Fresh is going to be the new name for Fabrica, announcing it here first. And
Okay.
Mambo basically is a Kenyan word, Swahili word, which means what's up.
Mambo.
Yeah, what's up. And
Okay.
then fresh is the response, which means I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put it
Mambo
together.
Fresh.
Yeah,
All
Mambo
right.
Fresh.
I
Like,
that,
yeah, it's all good.
Okay, it's all
That's
good.
what-
Like, it's all good.
So that's gonna be the new. Fabrica is turning to Mambo Fresh, and we're gonna make more versatile T-shirts, like pretty good quality and all
okay.
that. So new merchandise coming through. Just watch the space. It's gonna be
Sounds-
pretty good.
That sounds great, man.
Yes, sir.
The link for that is in the description. If you guys want to check it out, go on there, message this guy, get yourself some African gear.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Straight from Uganda.
Straight from Uganda.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was the last picture, man. Do you want to
All right.
grab the wing?
Yeah,
How
let's
you
do
doing
the
on
last
spice?
one. I'm
okay?
good, man.
You good? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's go. So the next
All
one
right.
is
Oh,
the last
man.
one. That's a spicy one. So,
Yeah, right.
Yes.
This is the killer.
This is the one. This is the one at the end. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So enjoy, yeah.
It even smells of spice.
Yeah, that's what the milk is for. Milk. Oh, I got. Are there any of the African countries that are heavy spice eaters?
In the West, yes.
In the West? Yeah. Okay. What's the first meal you get when you go back? Or you got this time when you went back? How about you chill for a sec? I know that's a rough one. That's a rough wing, man. I know. Whew. That's why we do it at the end, man. There wouldn't be much of an interview. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Just don't touch your eyes and you're good.
No.
If you guys are enjoying, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment because it helps us spread the word on the channel. And it helps spread the word of amazing people like this.
So the first meal was sweet potatoes.
Okay. Now, how do you guys do them? You fry them? Do you like slow roast them? I mean,
Steamed.
steam them. Okay. What do you use for? Is it just like gas steam? Or are you guys like using fire steam or?
Fire and water.
Okay. Nice. Beautiful.
Ooh, this is hot.
That's a hot one, bro. Yeah. So, Mama's specialty, the steamed sweet potatoes.
Fish, tilapia.
Okay. Oh, okay. Haha, it's tough. I know, man. That last one's rough. You got to have one in there. Just kind of spice it up at the end, right? Let us know if you need some more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, tilapia.
Okay. I know. It's tough, man.
Eggplant.
I never had eggplant until I came here.
Oh, really?
Now it's like one of my favorite things,
yeah.
man. The pan fried kind of eggplant. I love it. You guys steam the eggplants too, or is steamed kind
Yes.
of the way you guys do things?
It's steamed.
Okay. Yeah.
Steamed bananas.
Oh, steamed bananas.
Mashed
Okay.
bananas, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I gotta announce that
down.
It's cooling down. Yeah. I got to announce that you made it all the way. You finished it. A lot of people won't even take that last one, man. A lot of people, they don't even want to take the last one because one of the other ones was enough for them. So
Yeah.
you made it though. You represented Uganda, man, all the way.
They should know what this is, man.
You got to do it. Right? You got to represent Uganda. Yeah.
Do you serve this actually like in the restaurant?
This one is people that like to watch the show. Maybe they don't want to do the show, but they'll come in and they'll order some. So we do like 3 of a lighter one and then 3 of this one. But I mean, no one finishes 3.
Yeah.
People ask for 6, and I'm like, there's no way you can do 6 of these. And some people try and they get them and they'll eat maybe half of one, and then it's so hot.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's it. And I ask them, you want to wrap it up? And they're like, no.
No, I'm done.
So yeah, they don't want to wrap that up, man. So yeah, so when we did 6, we ended up throwing out too much. So let's do 3 of these and 3 of something a little bit lighter. Then they kind of bang out the first 3. They get a little bit of their money's worth. They're like, okay. And then when they move on to these, they'll eat like half of one, and they're like, no, that's it. We're good.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're made with a pepper called Carolina Reaper. They're crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, so
but you made it. You made it all the way, brother.
Ooh.
Thank you for. I'm really looking forward to giving these to some customers. I will in a little bit here.
Yeah, should.
And I'm going to take a bunch home.
Should, yeah.
And if we want to get some more of these,
I got some.
You got some, yeah? So when you run out, is there a plan for how to get more out here?
I got somebody coming in from Uganda.
Okay.
In September.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
More,
Beautiful.
Whew.
We made it. I want to thank you for coming out, checking out the show.
Sure.
Thank you guys for watching. Do you have anything that you want to add before we call it?
Follow Boney Kross. Sorry.
I know.
Chili.
The chili's rough. I know.
I actually changed my username on Facebook and Instagram to my local name. Nyinimu. Nyinimu is Nyinimu.
How do you
Kross.
say it?
Nyinimu.
Nyinimu.
Yeah.
Nyinimu. Okay.
So Nyinimu Kross is on Facebook. Nyinimu is on Instagram.
Okay. And one more thing I forgot to bring up. The OG's podcast. This man was just telling me before we went live that he's got his own podcast. I didn't know about it. Quick, tell me what your podcast is about.
So I have an OG's podcast. OG is basically the old guys.
Okay.
And the podcast is about the men.
Okay.
So how to help each other as men.
Okay.
I have a lot of interviews.
Beautiful.
I'll interview you sometime, actually.
Anytime, brother. My honor to do it. Hey, guys. Yeah, my honor, man. You let me know and we'll do it.
I've interviewed ladies as well.
Beautiful. Okay.
I interviewed Juanita. Remember Juanita Bynum?
Yeah, of course. Yes,
I interviewed her.
Juanita. She's up for like a.
She's in Singapore right now.
An award or something for the
Yeah,
show, right?
right.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Nice.
I interviewed her, to get a lady's view about men,
Sure, of course.
and she did that.
Okay. Very good.
Got a few boys on it, and
Nice.
the whole show is all about helping us men to be men, and to how to live in a society that's
Yeah.
ever changing.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Beautiful, man. So I've also got the link for that podcast in the description below. Check it out.
Yeah.
Sub to the podcast. Yeah, brother.
Sure.
Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, man. That was great.
I hope I can catch you live this weekend.
You
If not,
should.
I'll definitely come out soon.
You should, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like I was
come
saying
through.
earlier, starting to get a little busy again. We're a little
Yeah.
bit understaffed.
Yeah,
But I
that's
mean,
pretty good.
obviously there's worse problems than that, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So weekends are a little crazy, but yeah, we'll definitely be out to come and see. I love live music, and we're going to work on getting this guy to come in and play some music here.
Definitely, I'll be here. It's
We'll
going to
do
be
that.
live.
Let's do live. We got to do live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Thank you
Awesome.
guys for watching the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Thank
One
you,
more
man.
time.
Thank you,
guys.
Mr. Eddy.
We'll catch you guys next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.